Hello everyone and welcome to week number 2 of the 2016 season of the Emerald Madden League here on Madden NFL 15 on the Xbox One. Sitting at 0-1 here after a tough week 1 game against Nick, the Oakland Raiders. 31-13 was the final of that one. The game was actually a little bit closer than the score indicated. I was in that for at least for most of the for the first half and well into the third, and then everything just kind of unraveled. So I also noticed about 20 minutes into the, and I apologize if you can hear loud noises, there's a lot of ruckus going on here. I was about 20 minutes into the last broadcast when I realized that I had my microphone on mute, so there was a lot of stuff I explained there that I'm going to go over here as we're into season number 3 of the league now. But I'm going to just get right into the game. So hopefully I can manage to explain this stuff while I'm playing and not completely screw myself over. Oh, almost forgot to tweet, so let me take care of that real quick. And then we will get the ball rolling.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Blunt's Colts going up against Matthews' Jaguars.
Alright, so as we are into now season 3, there were a few changes made to the league. First and foremost, we changed or I should say I changed the difficulty. We were playing on All Pro. Some of the guys wanted to go to All Madden. I didn't think that it was really in the best interest of everybody in the league to make the bump all the way up to All Madden. So what I did was I kept it on All Pro, but I changed the player skill sliders all from 50 down to 35. So the main reason for the change, the main reason for the change was that there was just games against the computer were just too high scoring as a general rule. We had so right here. Basically, when I did all the math and all the calculations, and I figured out that the average point differential between in games where it was player against computer was just under 19. So what it boils down to is that players were beating the computer by almost an average of 19 points a game. If you look at the actual NFL numbers for this season, the New England Patriots are actually number 1 in that stat, and they're at about 9.5. So that should kind of tell you, basically we're looking at almost double what the average for our league was, basically double what the best NFL team does. So that showed me, as an aside from some crazy individual stats people were able to put up, that something needed to change. So despite the fact that I'm actually one of the weaker players in the league, and this is probably going to hurt me more than anybody else, or almost anybody else in the league, I felt it was necessary to do it. So I'm going to track the player versus computer point differential for this season, and we'll see. Switch there. We'll see if it goes down any. I mean, if I can get the average close to that, 9-10 range, I'll consider that somewhat of a victory. Not sure if this is going to do it, so we may end up having to take the plunge and go to All Madden in the next season. We'll see. The other thing is that we implemented a new trade rule And what that entailed is that now a free agent that you sign must be on your roster for 5 regular season weeks before you can include that player as part of a trade package. What happened was, and basically, it's like this. It's the way it is with any, competition league thing that you put together is that you end up having to tweak and adjust rules as people find ways to break the system. What happened was TJ, who is the Giants, joined last year, and one of the things that he was able to do was he would stockpile wide receivers, just pick up free agent wide receivers, and then package them, put 3 of those wide receivers, and it didn't matter what their rating was. Is just package 3 of them, put them in a trade, and that's not where I want to throw the ball. And so if you didn't matter what their overall rating was, just as long as you threw 3 receivers in there, the computer would basically accept the trade, and you could trade for whoever you wanted. So obviously, don't want that happening. And the other thing was that what the computer would do at times is, the computer would just end up releasing some of the players that they just received in that trade. So what he was able to do is, I don't know why it's showing the tips on there. I thought I disabled that. Something new that hasn't been going on. So what he was actually able to do is he was actually able to sign and trade a player multiple times, which, first of all, you never see sign and trades in the NFL really as it is, and then obviously it would be ridiculous for a player to sign with a team, get traded, get released by the team he was traded to, and then sign with the team that traded him in the first place just so they could trade him again. So obviously we needed to patch that up, and I didn't really want to go full bore with not allowing trades between players and computer teams, because right now I think we're at exactly half. I think we're at 16 users, so you're looking at half the team's computer, so it does take away legitimate team building opportunities. I know there are some online leagues that just outright don't allow people to trade with computer teams, but I didn't want to go to that route if I could avoid it. So
the Colts will take the snap from the 25 into the open, and he's out of bounds.
So basically the theory with the trade rule now is that if a player is on your team for 5 regular season weeks, and that's an important distinction, then you can trade them, which basically makes it so that you can't do more than one sign and trade spree in the course of a season, because the trade deadline, you'll after it's week 8 or 9 is the trade deadline. So that's going to make it so that you can't sign and trade guys. Let's say you grab a bunch of guys in week 1, which TJ has already done. He can trade them in week 6, and then if he replaces those traded players on his roster, he wouldn't be able to trade them again or trade them until week, see if he signs them on week 6, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so you have to be week 12 that he could actually trade them, which is after the trade deadline. So that's kind of the idea behind that new trade rule. So that is the scoop for the changes here in the Emerald Madden League between Season 2 and Season 3. Nice read there by the corner.
And will bring him down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Pat McAfee now ready to punt. The Colts are set to punt.
And I'll go over the usual info that I do during the game loading about the leagues, both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 leagues, and how you can join them. We'll do that at the end of the game.
come to the line, and it's first down. Robinson's in the slot. They go draw.
So another thing I talked about, I think, during the muted part of the broadcast on last week's game, is that I talked a little bit about my team adjustments in the offseason. I don't know if I was going to be able to sneak that in there or not. After I got soundly beaten and trounced in the playoffs, I decided that I needed to try and beef up my passing game a little bit, so I went a little bit with the offensive line. And improved a couple of line positions. I picked up Greg Olsen at tight end, which was a decent upgrade over Mercedes Lewis. I needed a tight end anyways, or just a tight end on the roster anyways. I was losing Harbor, who was my second string tight end. So when I saw that Olsen was available, I figured I'd take a flyer on that. It worked out, so did a little bit of improvement on defense. But the one thing that I didn't upgrade at quarterback, which I considered doing.
Second and long. Screen makes the reception.
Breaking the tackle there. And I thought about it, but I figured I really want to try and see if I could make this work with Bortles. So stuck with him, and I'm really going to focus a lot of my game prep time on developing him, as opposed to some of the other players. And a lot of times, last year I had to spend a lot of time on confidence. So I think I'm going to forego some of that and see if I can work on really boosting Bortles up.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return.
Good coverage there.
It's first down as they head to the line. They bring in the extra tight end. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount.
One of the biggest problems I had last year is, and some of it was residue of having a middle of the road quarterback. But some of it was just poor playing on my part. I just threw far too many interceptions. So hoping that I can make up for at least some of it with really working on developing Bortles.
To the right here on this throw, and Holmes is met at the 37. Hard to play man-to-man.
You may have noticed that Andrew Luck is no longer the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts here. He was acquired by Blazing Kane, the Philadelphia Eagles, in the offseason.
The Colts from the 37. Blunt. Running room, and he's tackled.
That's the other thing I got to work on. Is interior run defense. Draw plays that my team seems fairly susceptible to them.
Second and short. Another carry here.
A nice play by Puzzlesny there.
46. The
Ooh,
rush
LeGarrette
totals
Blount.
just haven't been there in the first half, and that's one reason why they are behind right now, partner.
Well, the NFL offense is about deception. And how do you get deception? You keep your offense balanced. So you need to be able to run it so you can use play action to get the big plays down
See
the
what they
field.
do here.
And we've reached
Now
the
they're gonna spread
2-minute
it out.
warning. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. The defense comes out on the dime. Let's go. From the shotgun. Looking across the middle, and Holmes has got it. On a pass, had some heat on it. Quickly to the line. Drop back, shotgun formation, and over to Witten.
Ooh,
Goes out, and
nice.
the recovery is made by the
Actually,
defense.
the quarterback for the Colts is I believe he's a second-year quarterback.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit him so hard, there's no chance of hanging
He was
on.
actually, I believe
Hits
he
the
was
ground
who,
and the defense
it was the
recovers.
Eagles quarterback last year. So that's who,
The Jaguars
who was traded to acquire Mr. Luck. Man, let's see what we can do here. This 2-minute offense.
Out of the gun. Throws the pass. Pulls it
See,
in.
just something like that. I mean,
The Jaguars
a better,
get a good
more
job
accurate
there
throw.
on first down.
I probably
That
should leave it
pass picks
alone.
up some good
So
solid
we don't waste
yards.
so much
Now
more talking
second
here.
and short, much easier to call
You know,
those kind
a
of
more
plays.
accurate quarterback puts
The
that
defense comes
so
out
that
of
the
the
receiver
nickel.
doesn't have to
He'll
lunge
stand
for it
back
and he
beyond
gets it
the
in
circle
stride.
in the gun.
Oh,
Defense gets a sack.
the little linebacker was
It's inside of 2 minutes, and they
gonna screw me over there. I had to wait for, try to wait for the receiver to clear him.
out of bounds, holds on to the football.
I'm actually gonna
long,
change Olsen's
gets
route
the
to a
sack,
streak.
and that just kills
Oh, he's
the
gonna run
time.
right into Lee here. So actually, I'm gonna change it to a slant. Back to the
The
slant.
Jaguars from the 32. Has Olsen.
Oh.
I think as time has gone on, more and more
4th and
coaches
1. What do you
teams,
do?
we
57
see going
seconds.
for it
Eh,
on
let's be a little
4th and
daring
short.
here.
But this decision, you're winning the game, 4th and short. You're near midfield. I don't think you go for it. Don't let the pressure of the fans or your players get into your mind.
This could
Put
be
the
a
football away. That's the
gigantic
right
mistake,
decision.
but
Matthews takes his spot in the back.
let's see if we can hit Lee quickly hot.
Bortles back in shotgun formation.
There we go. Nice.
I guess that's how we're going to be today, isn't it? We're just going to go for it on 4th down. That time they go for it, and they get it. Good job.
Let's see what they do on 1st down.
We'll have to see what happens in the middle of the field here. The safety may be the one covering Olsen.
Bortles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the
Oh, wow.
snap.
Terrible throw.
Incomplete.
Hit him wide open. And there's the whole case in point about the accuracy of my quarterback.
It's now
With the
second
screen here
down.
and see if we can catch him blitzing.
They've come out in the dime package.
I think they could be blitzing. This is going to work out nicely. Off to go zone.
Matthews on the screen.
Get a couple blocks.
That's a gain of 8.
Okay, so 3rd down here, so I'm not going to hurry to the line.
It takes a lot of practice, I'll tell you that.
I do have 3 timeouts, but
passes successfully. That time the quarterback did
I
his
don't
part.
convert this 3rd down. I have to kick the field goal. There's no sense in leaving any more time on the clock than we need to for them.
It's Lee.
Good block. Nice.
The Jaguars are up right now, and credit goes to the quarterback here, partner. Bortles had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target.
All right, so we get 22 seconds, all 3 timeouts still, so really have still the use of the entire field.
1st and goal from the 10. Has Olsen. Robinson's in on the tackle. The Jaguars signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. And here we have 2nd down.
So we're going to watch the 2 crossing receivers here, Blackman and Robinson, and see
Lines up here.
one of them pops open.
Takes it from the gun. Justin
Come on, get there.
Blackman pulls it in. That brings the play to an end. The Jaguars are going to call a timeout. Want to talk about this 3rd down.
So I'm actually going to change Robinson's route into an in route here.
Lines up here. 3rd and goal from the 3. He'll throw it over the middle.
Oh, he didn't hang on to it.
The hit knocks the ball out.
3rd and goal.
That's
You
tough
don't
there.
get
You
it
gotta hang
there.
on to
So
that ball.
What do you do now? I think you go for it.
So we'll just take the
Call
field goal
right
here.
play. Give your
Since
team
you're giving up
chance
a
to
sure
put
3
touchdown
points.
on the board.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
So there's 3 seconds left, so I'm actually going to kick this deep.
Beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate. They do get the field
Excellent
goal
going
try,
off.
and they make it.
No, on second thought, we'll squib this kick.
The Colts are ready to return.
This will
the
probably
kick.
take a couple of seconds off. Probably won't take, maybe it'll take all 3 seconds, we'll see.
Here's the kick, and this one's just a little squib kick down in
Yeah,
the
there we
middle
go.
of the field. So that's going to do it. For the
Basically,
first
don't want to
half,
give them a chance to
are up in this one.
run one back for a touchdown, because
Ready for the kickoff.
that would be rather devastating.
Takes it from the 2. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
So decent first half. Offensively, not, left some points on the board, but defensively, obviously, no points. I mean, they did have one good drive that I ended with a fumble, but can't really complain defensively when there's no points on the board for the other team. Oh man, get him!
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
Second down and 12. Gets it out for the completion.
When you pick up
It's one thing you run the risk of when you're in that, you're in a cover one,
that time, nice job
is
by the
those, you're very
offense getting the
susceptible
first
to those
down,
slants.
even though they're losing here in the game.
Unless you have,
Set at the line for the first down.
unless it's a cover one where the safety, the strong safety, is actually coming down into like a mid zone. Sometimes he'll be there,
Gets
but
the handle here. Picked up a couple that time.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 2nd and 8. Handoff
Nice.
out of the I formation. Now they're playing from behind, and they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
good thing I was able to get off that block there, or else that was going to be a gigantic hole for him to run through.
You've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired, they can't get to the quarterback, and maybe that can give you a chance to win.
They sent it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Out to the left.
Oh, got it.
And he's intercepted.
Oh, he stayed in bounds too. Nice.
Touchdown,
William Gay on that one.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I wasn't sure he was going to even land in bounds, let alone stay in bounds.
But my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
Makes the PAT. The Colts now have even more work to do to get back into this one. Scores 17-0. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. First down coming up.
So here's a case where we're still in a we're in a cover one, but one of the linebackers drops into this kind of short zone, so it kind of helps take away slants. Oop. Cassius Quarles, that's his name. Cassius Quarles. It was killing me. I was trying to think of his first name for the half the game so far.
Offense lines up here. The wide receiver in motion.
Oh, screen. Anyone there? Oh, Posluszny.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times.
Tough when they do that screen going to the other side of where you're rushing from. Usually if you can diagnose it and break off your rush and go attack the running back, you can really screw with a screen for the computer in this game. Pretty good run defense so far. Say, little over 2 yards to carry.
Second down here after that run play. Moncrief's going to get set in the slot for this snap. To the ground.
Yeah, T.Y. Hilton was also a free agent this offseason. I put in a bid on him, but I lost out on him to the Cowboys hitman.
I'm going to be honest, it's fun to watch. Every once in a while, I like to see the offense take a beating to this
Wide receiver wasn't a huge priority for me. My wide receivers are decent. Not great. I don't have any great wide receivers, but ooh, got that right in there. My concern, my problems were more with my quarterback necessarily than my receivers.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Moncrief's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. They'll go ground, trying to plow ahead, and they knock him down just a yard away from the first.
Feels like the linebackers don't diagnose run as well as they should in this game.
This will be 2nd down. Moncrief's lined up in the slot. Takes it again.
Nice. Basically ran into me.
Behind the line.
The Colts running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be
Loading
looking
up
to make
here.
every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The jumbo set on the field. The Colts from the 32. And now here's
Come on, get him.
toss.
Yeah, nice.
They failed to convert on 3rd down, but that's been one of the lone failures on 3rd today.
Outside runs take time, and when you run
Nice little
outside, you expect
stand
the
there, holding the 3.
to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
Puts it through the uprights.
Ooh,
Needed plenty of
that
legs
was an
on
awkward
that
looking
one.
kick.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3
So
points.
I'm still
Good
up
job by the
up
offense.
14 as we're getting ready to head into the 4th quarter. So in good position, I'd say. Ooh, stay on your feet.
Legs moving, and they're all over him at the 18-yard line. 1st down here.
Go back to the ground a bit. And the thing there is they pretty much had the ball for the entire 3rd quarter, which, you know,
Blackman's in the slot. And the give
being up by
to
17,
Ryan Matthews.
that doesn't really bother me much.
First down. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Just trying to get back to the play calling screen.
Matthews is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Looking ahead, the Colts will be on the road in Chicago next week, while the Jaguars will be on the road in Houston. That last running play was good for only
4
a
games
yard,
away
so
from
it's
the
2nd
showdown
down
with
and
Ryan, the one who unceremoniously bounced me from the playoffs last season.
Looking across the middle,
Ooh.
Could have been intercepted. The defense did
Didn't see
everything
the
right that
safety
situation.
there
They were
until
in the right spot. They were smart.
almost
They
too
read
late.
the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
So we'll see if we can hit Lewis here.
Matthews lined up in the backfield. The Jaguars will take 30. Throws the
Nice.
pass. There's the offense picking up another first down on 3rd down.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws.
That's
it
another
in, gets
issue
another
that
completion.
I have with my quarterback is also the way that I play
Two tight end formation. 1st and 10.
really
And the
limits
carry to Ryan
the
Matthews.
yardage
Gotta give the defense
that I
some
can
credit.
get. I mean, even this has been a decent game for Bortles, but
They were
it's
ready
still
for that play, and
under
they
200
stopped.
yards. And part of that was
Offense lines up here. 2nd down and 11. He'll throw it over the middle.
Nice.
As Olsen-
part of that is
and
I
the tackle is
kind of
made
developed
at
my
the 35-yard
play
line.
style,
Jim, they call that a post
playing,
route. You know why? Of course you don't know why.
playing
The wide
offline
receiver is running
for
towards the
years,
goal
and
post,
I would play
so they
my
call it a post route.
franchises
Blackman's a
with
receiver in the slot.
full 15-minute quarters, so
And that's a gain
that's
of
kind of the pace that I developed so that I
Always
wouldn't
good to
have
these types
you
of
know,
runs. Hey, it's not a first
ridiculous
down,
score
but
games.
It sends a message. It shows everybody
But,
that you can run it when you want
The
to.
flip side of
And
that is that
also,
now
it
you can
opens
play
up so
7-minute
many
quarters
other
and
things for your offense.
play the same style. You're drastically cutting down on the number of plays that you have.
And Matthews is lined up as the single back. The Jaguars will take the snap from the 30. They
That was
knock
definitely
him
not
down,
Matthews
and
in the
he's
backfield.
Still 2 yards short of the first.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
We'll play action here. Why not?
Down. Keeps it here.
Oh, gotta throw the ball, man.
Well, the defense has got to be excited anytime on third
Huh.
down they make the play. They get pretty
Essentially,
fired
there's
up.
no win.
But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Now
This
54.
will be a 54-yard field goal attempt.
I think part of that is that the score and the time is basically, you know, suggesting, hey, don't give them the ball at midfield if you don't have to. I think I should have a good field goal here.
The field goal
Nice.
attempt is good. It's good.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense.
So, I
moving
mean, that
the ball
should
downfield.
all but cement this one. Now we're looking at a 3-score game, so
No return here. This will be coming out to the
not that it
20.
wasn't pretty much in hand before that.
The Colts now ready to take over as their
But never hurts to have a
offense
little
heads
bit more
onto the
insurance.
field. Now 1st and 10. Brings it into his body.
Without fail, every time I run that play,
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice
I never
throw
get
by
any
the
pressure,
quarterback,
and there's
puts him
always
in good
that one
position
guy
to
who's
keep
just
moving
sitting
on
there
first down.
all by his
Second
lonesome
down
in
coming
that
up.
like 5-yard
Moncrief's going to get set in the
sideline,
slot for this snap.
like out pattern
Snapping
range.
out of the gun.
He's there again.
He's gotten the catch.
That's right. This is the keep everything in front of you
I think
defense.
we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
Nickel formation here for the defense. The Colts from the 37. Looking across the middle.
Ooh.
Reaches out and grabs it.
The slant route is not
Bring your
used as
receiver
much as
right
it used to be in the
into the
NFL
guy.
because defensive linemen read quarterbacks.
Well, I haven't
now
really done
better
much to
than
stop their
ever,
passing game
and
other
they
than the
jump
fact
up
that
to
they
knock
just
those
haven't been
passes
able to
down.
sustain many
But that
drives.
time
You
they
just
didn't
saw,
get it done.
probably saw
The
Coral
slant
stats
route
there.
is good. It
9 of
comes
10
up
for
a couple
106
short
yards.
of a first down.
2nd and 1. Has his target.
Hold wide to intercept.
The quarterbacks
Yeah.
and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
Witten's in the slot receiver role for this upcoming snap. First down at the 49. It's Witten.
There it is again.
Muscles
Guy
through
just
the
sitting there.
defender, and the
Nobody
tackle
near him.
there at the 34.
Jason Witten.
First down here after the
Oh,
completion.
is doing it more.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching.
That's
the
awkward.
NFL
It's at 1:59.
EA Sports.
Shouldn't have waited so long to
First down,
make
offense
the
ready
notification.
for the snap. From the shotgun. And Holmes
All
has got
day
the
to throw.
catch and the first. This next play will be run
Here comes
from
the no-huddle.
inside the 20. And a week ago, they were sensational inside the red zone. Throwing out to his left. Finds his mark. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
See if we
That
can't
leads
keep
us
them out of
to
the end zone
second
here.
down. Moncrief's lined up now as a slot receiver. From the gun.
Oh,
That ball is rifled to Jason Witten, who makes the catch. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. And
nice.
incomplete pass that time. As
Was
he
running the
threw
risk of
short.
somebody
Be a great
running.
defensive back in the
really
NFL
free there.
now. You have to read the receiver.
Basically sent the
When those
house.
hands go up, you do the same, and that time the defense knocks the football down.
Wide receivers are bunched up. 2nd and goal to go from the 1.
Get him.
Off the mark here as
Thought he was
this
gonna walk it in there.
heads out of bounds.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass,
now we're going to risk something here. We're really sending the house on this one.
Marching down the field and taking their time. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Ooh.
He's got a wide open out.
Nice.
Going to take it the distance. He's at the 50.
That was a good recovery there because Witten was, if you saw before when I had the play art up, Witten was completely uncovered on that one. And that was where that ball was going. So that was just a good adjustment by Cypher in there.
Timing. Perfect timing by the defensive player. Gets the interception and runs it all the way back for a touchdown.
The Colts really couldn't afford to give up any points there. They're trailing late in the 4th.
Don't tell anyone. When the guys in the league see the score, they're going to think that all of a sudden I figured out how to play offense. Little do they know we had 2 interception returns for a touchdown.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
Yeah, actually, my defense is outscoring my offense in this game.
The Colts bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. The Colts have it at the 24. Looking to the right side and throwing. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time. Second down here.
Not going to do the double safety blitz because for some reason they also feel the need to send a linebacker on that.
For this play. Out of the shotgun formation. Looks to his left. He has the grab.
Completely leaves your secondary vulnerable.
The defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the 4th quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play.
3rd and 5 still to go even after that last completion. And Holmes is lined up in the slot. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Makes
Ooh.
the reception. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Won't huddle now. Gonna conserve the timeout and rush back to the line. He'll fire it out to the left.
Oh, come on, Buzz Leslie, what are you doing?
Mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
I think this is one of the easier throws in the NFL.
Brutal.
Don't make the mistake throwing it up the field. Throw it across the field so the receiver can run to it. That time the quarterback leads the receiver way too far on the post route.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Throws to the right. And there's Witten.
Leslie's not having his best drive here.
What a nice corner route run by the wide receiver. He fakes the defensive back out. And look at the quarterback. He knows that little move. When he stuck it, he let him out to the corner. Nice throw, nice catch.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Out of the shotgun. This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
Jim, they're in the red zone, and what they have to do here is score as fast as you can so that you can give yourself a few more opportunities.
Leslie's getting killed by Witten
from the
here.
tight end position to the slot. 2nd and 6. Throw to the left.
Oh.
You're behind in the
That's
football
Antonio
game,
Holmes.
drive down and score. They did that. Now the next time when they get back out there, they got to do it again.
And we're going to have a stop.
Oh, we got a booth review. They're going to reverse
Wants
this.
to have a look at this potential touchdown.
Oh, that looked pretty good to me. Let's see, we got double tap. And I'm pretty sure that should stand. You make the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if it was a touchdown.
Thanks
and the
for
refs have
wasting our time with that.
decided, yes, indeed, it's official now.
First
Oops.
down by the offense in the red zone, and you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
So put down a touchdown and a two-point conversion on that occasion.
Let's see, what am I?
Good job
Oh,
by the
16.
offense. He
It's
executed
getting
the
serious
play
now.
perfectly, and they got in the end zone.
Not even an
Like you
onside
said,
kick?
got that 2 points.
Really? Hodman's about to get killed. I should have let that go through at the back of the end zone.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Should just kneel here, but they do have timeouts. I don't know if they're going to use them since they did an onside kick there.
Ryan Matthews takes the handoff.
And they're going to use timeouts.
The Colts call the timeout. Their first.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Matthews. Good piece of tackling. That's a timeout by the defense.
I'm going to throw the ball here
last
because
run, it sets up 3rd and 6.
why not?
Play action fake, looking to throw, eyeing that left side.
And there's your game.
Olsen's got it. First down. And there's a timeout.
They're really going to call timeout there?
Watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is set at the line
Should just
for the
kneel
first
down,
down after that completion.
This is going to be disastrous.
And the give to Ryan Matthews.
Oh, bring it out.
Takes it outright.
I lost a yard. Should do the knee. Oh no, get in the yard.
Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy.
So there we go, 27 to 11.
You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
Victory over the Colts. Just got some stats here. Bortles 16 of 21, 180 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Yay, Blake Bortles. 117 QB rating. I'll take that. 19 of 25 for 1, 2 picks. Cassius Quarles, Matthews. 4 yards a carry. Good, only 56 yards. But and Jason Whitney for receiving yards. My leader, 48. So let's exit out of this so I can wrap this up because my wife just. So there you go, 27 to 11 the final, bringing me to 1-1 on this young season. So let's get over to the action screen and wrap this up. There you go. So if you're interested in joining an online connected franchise for Madden NFL 15, head on over to iongamecorner.wix.com/iongc. Hit the Madden 15 button on the right hand side. That'll give you all of the info, rules, and teams that are taken for both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 leagues. If you're interested in joining the Xbox One League, you want to contact me. My gamer tag on Xbox Live is Arethius. You see it right there on the screen underneath the Jaguars logo. You can also reach me via email, iongamecorner@gmail.com, or on Twitter @iongamecorner. For the PlayStation 4 League, you want to talk to Nick. You can reach him on PlayStation Network. His handle there is Kagone, spelled Kagone. And you can also reach him on Twitter @NickOliveira87. So there you have it. That's going to do it for Week 2. Thanks for checking this out, and we'll catch you next time for Week 3 of the 2016 season of the Emerald Madden League.